Friends, you must have observed that not just kids, but even adults avoid eating fruits and vegetables, but put a chocolate in front of them and not many would refuse. Its color, the velvety texture, aroma and taste are just a few of its qualities attracting each one of us. When talking about chocolates, the first brand to enter our minds is Cadbury. You can find an ample number of chocolate brands in the market, but there is no other like Cadbury. Whether it's Cadbury's Dairy Milk, 5-Star or Gems, no other brand can even come close to the status possessed by Cadbury. Apart from its taste, Cadbury's story is also quite interesting, and you're sure to enjoy it. So friends, without further ado, let's find out more about the origin of the chocolate company Cadbury, which has ruled for decades. Friends, the story begins with a kid named John Cadbury being born about 216 years ago in Birmingham, Britain. John belonged to a religion called Quakers. People of this faith had a unique belief system and didn't connect themselves with churches, saying one does not need to worship in a building that has a steeple or even a cupola of any sort. They didn't like anyone to come between them and their God. Due to their unique belief system, they were perceived very differently by the society. They could not get admission in good schools and couldn't even find a decent job. In fact, they were not even allowed to enter the army. So they only had one option left: to start their own business. So after studying in a school of his own religious persuasion, John Cadbury started working in a coffee shop for pocket money. And then in 1824, he started a shop of his own where he sold coffee, tea and chocolate drinks. In the next few years, he gained experience and found out that more than tea and coffee, people liked chocolate drinks. And in 1831, he dropped tea and coffee and focused only on chocolate drinks. Its demand increased rapidly, and in the same year, he added 16 new varieties of chocolate drinks to his menu. Within the next 15 years, he became increasingly famous for his chocolate drinks in the near vicinity. In 1847, John brought his brother Benjamin into the business, and then together, the two of them laid grounds to a big factory. Friends, Cadbury was always known for its quality. So in 1854, Rani Victoria gave the certificate of Royal Warrant to the company. Royal Warrant certificate was awarded to only those manufacturers whose quality was supreme. Brands with this certificate could also be made use of by the kings and other royals. Gradually, Cadbury became famous for its superior production in all of Britain. And in 1860, due to the disputes arising in the business, the two brothers John and Benjamin decided to split. Following this, as John was facing old age, he gave the reins of the company to his children, Richard and George. Friends, the success of any business depends upon adapting to change, and Richard and George, after getting control of the company, brought in many new changes and were also very successful in doing so. After taking over the whole of Britain in 1870, Cadbury also started to get exported to other countries. Amidst this, on 11th May 1889, the founder of the company, John Cadbury, bid adieu to the world. And 10 years later, his elder son Richard also passed away. Now the only one left was George Cadbury. Before his retirement, George made such a discovery that enabled the company to reach new heights of success. In 1905, George brought Cadbury's popular chocolate, Dairy Milk, to life. He had been researching on it since 1897. George Cadbury was trying to create something new with dark chocolate. He mixed chocolate powder, sugar and milk, and when this mixture was tasted, the results were amazing. When it was dried and then tasted, the flavor became even more mesmerizing. And friends, this is how Cadbury's Dairy Milk came into being, which is Cadbury's most popular chocolate even today. In 1948, Cadbury entered India as well. Thanks to its amazing quality and taste, it became a hit in India too. Today, Cadbury manufactures chocolate confectionaries, beverages, biscuits and candy in India. When talking about the entire world, more than 50 of countries have been rocked by Cadbury chocolates. So friends, did you see? The foundation of a company as famous as Cadbury was laid by a man who didn't have the liberty to study in a school of his choice and couldn't even get the job of his desire. But he was determined and he made Cadbury a success. We hope that you were able to learn something from the success story of Cadbury.